maintain the energy. Drink the magic that energizes. Drink Mojo.
Tilinki ni Mojo.
Mojo energy drink, the magic that energizes.
Yes. Panda, come in.
Most of my grade 7 at passed. My grade 12 was also passed. Even my wife, she read and we did. Oh, sorry.
Yes. Thank you, Panda.
What have I forgotten? Naibala, my way.
Panda, what's the problem?
I forgot to put cream in it.
Your tea isn't tea till you cream it. Smooth, delicious, creamy texture. Make Cream It Coffee and Tea Creamer a must-have. Cream It Coffee and Tea Creamer. It just tastes better when you cream it. Manufactured by Dairy Gold and Trade Kings Company. Greatness is everywhere. It's in the places you go, the people you meet, the things you do. Introducing Shaka soft drinks, a unique, refreshing drink that celebrates greatness. Shaka, celebrate greatness. We've all done it. Yep, the slurp. There's the hot tea slurp, and then there's the not so nice drink slurp. Then there's the too thick to slurp, and then there is the melted slurp. With the melted slurp, you can tell the subject wants to sip every drop of milky goodness in the pack until there is nothing left. I mean, there's even a new technique where the subject skillfully aims the straw at the corners of the pack, so that in the end, total emptiness.
How do you like it? This is how we make it.
Milky milkshake, the shake that
Zambia. Football is in our blood. And with BREAKFAS on Supersport, you get it all. All the fun, all the shine, all the stars, all the mingalado, all the saves, all the goals, all the football, all the ball you love. That's BREAKFAS, all on Supersport on DSTV from as low as 220 kwacha per month. You're waking up with
It is indeed 95.5 KFM coming in live in Mansa and surrounding areas. And if you're outside Mansa, you can follow us on our Facebook. We are transmitting live pictures there, just like you watch on TV. Our breakfast show is always live on KFM Facebook page. Also on YouTube, you can click on our link on YouTube. That's our platform where we broadcast KFM live. And we have the news coming up at 6:45. That's the English bulletin. We also have the Bamba news at 7:30. What's in the papers at 7:50. We have the news headlines at 8. Sports update 8:10, and we have the news review at 8:30. 8:50. We have the DSTV multi-choice remote. Being a Wednesday, you know that every Wednesday we also have the CDF hour, where we talk about what's happening with CDF. That is at 9 hours to 10 hours with where we feature officials from the two constituencies, Bahati and Mansa Centro. Get to hear what happens with the money, or that is in money to do with the CDF constituency development funds and the projects that they are carrying out. But for now, we concentrate on the breakfast show. Yeah, last night I saw something trending on social media. It's about the Pentecostal churches. They are in the news again. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke, but when I listened to the video, watched the video, and the kind of preaching that was being conducted by this preacher man, I started thinking maybe should we go the Rwanda way, where churches are regulated. I think we have, sorry to say this, but let me say it the way it is. We have young boys who are now standing in front of the audience. In the audience, we have adults that boy who's standing in front can consider to be his parents. And you look at the message that he's trying to preach, you know, you start wondering. Just listen to this message from this young preacher man. Should be from Lusaka, and someone recorded him right there in church preaching, and this is what he was preaching.
Differentiate between marriage and what? They just say that adultery is for those who are married. Fornication is for those who are not in marriage. But all in all, singular sex is what worry. Whether you be married on what? Brothers, I cannot cover the nakedness of this man. The Bible says, go and do what? Yeah? You read the Bible, you are inside. Go and do what? Multiply, subdue the land. So do you think you can multiply with one woman? Can you multiply? Do you know what does it mean by multiplying? I think many. The problem is that you have 2 children. You even boss, I have the children. My friend, we are 15. How is it 20? Just that woman. We are even bossing. I have the children. Mama, increase more volume. If that man cannot have the children, look for another man. Until you subdue the land. We have a lot of pushes. You are seeing that the people, they are many. The Bible said, go and be like a sand. Can you count the sand? Can you count the sand? It's when every man have about 100 children. Women of nowadays, they are very selfish. No wonder it's like personal to order. They want to have their own husband, my own husband. Abraham was a polygamist. Jacob was a polygamist. Solomon, David, you are not even like you want the book of what book? You are married one wife. The truth must be taught. You know, the truth must be taught. I am not telling continue immorality. The sin cannot produce the blessing. What I say, if you have the capacity, the chest to marry 10 wives, go and marry. Have a lot of children. The land is too plenty. Where your children can stay. The farms are too plenty. Where you can cultivate food. Because people, they are dying daily.
Yeah, that's a young boy. CMA International Ministries. He even calls his church CMA International Ministries. And I don't know how you feel about that. Is he preaching about immorality, or was he preaching about polygamy? What was his message. If you just listen to that message, what was he trying to prepare? What was his message about? That's why, me, I was a bit uncomfortable when I listened to that message, and I said, let me just share with the listeners out there. How do you feel about that one? You can call me later on because we'll be getting to the news time at 06:45, but you can send that text message. Let's talk about that one. And of course, don't forget, we have the segment that is a news review. We can also talk about this one. Yes, have many children. If you have the capacity, marry as many wives as you can. That's what he was saying. Preacher man standing in front of elderly people, and this young boy is talking about that. And people, okay, on this one, I didn't hear anyone saying amen, amen, amen. So maybe they were all shocked. They were all shocked. This is happening in Zambia. Should we government should start regulating churches? Maybe. If this is what is happening, I would rather they go ahead. That's my view. Okay, stand by for the news coming up at 6:45. Jack is my name. Till night.
As a young driver, you're more likely to take a number of the deadliest risks on our roads, including speeding, overtaking blind, driving on drugs, and not belting up.
It's more than just radio. The meaning of life is not to simply exist, but to move ahead. To rise up and achieve. To conquer. Introducing Kung Fu Energy Drink, your push for the next conquest. Kung Fu Energy Drink, master. It's not a meal, but it's just as filling. It's not a fruit, but it's just as giving. It's shaky dough. Shaky dough. Shaky Joe. Shake. Get rid of that. Cream milk. It's farm fresh.
Msana wavuka kumuleko ate nga pezero Wait, Shanko told
Need to tell me. I know what you want.
Oh.
I'll see you guys from the TV advert. Nice bag, by the way. Eh? Wildcat, huh? Wildcat it is. Crisp, refreshing. The energy tastes. Oh, yes. And the whole black thing just adds mysterious allure to the drink. Oh,
Not ukumwa energy drink vishtoneka mukati mwangani vizikoroki.
exactly my point. By the way, can you just sign this vodka bottle for me?
Ufuna ka autograph.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, boss. Yeah. Okay. Then slow down. Wildcat energy drink. Contains energy. Here's Mike. He loves his Maximo. He starts with banana flavor for breakfast. He moves with vanilla during traffic. He moves with strawberry at lunchtime. He even has chocolate flavor at dinner too.
Mike, dinner too?
I can't help it. It's Maximo. Be like Mike. That's me, by the way. Move with the Maximo you love. Maximo flavored milk. Let Maxi move you.
LOLC Finance Zambia is one of the fastest growing non-bank financial institutions in the country, which offers personal, SME, and corporate tailor-made products to suit your every need. Our products include home loans, asset finance, which include auto, agriculture, and building supplies. We also have consumer loans, trade finance, business loans, group loans, bonds, and guarantees. You can also open savings and fixed deposit accounts at very competitive rates. Our head office is in Lusaka, at Green City Office Park. We have 11 operational branches across the country, including Kabwe, Ndola, Kitwe, Chingola, Solwezi, Kalumbila, Mansa, Joma, Mongo, and Chipata. LOLC Finance Zambia. Imagine the possibilities.
Zambia Public Procurement Authority, ZPPA, whose authority is charged with the responsibility of regulating public procurement, is inviting suppliers who do business with government for supplier training workshops to be in 2024 in local office. The workshop is aimed at training suppliers on the EGP system, the electronic government procurement system, which henceforth shall be mandatory for all suppliers who do business with government to use. The workshops are being conducted in the following districts:
Wednesday, venue, Wednesday Council Chamber, date 19th August 2024, time of 9 hours to 12:30. Wednesday, venue, Council Chamber, date 20th August 2024, time 9 hours to 12:30. Chipili, venue, Chipili Council Chamber, date 20th August 2024, time 9 hours to 12:30. Chembe, venue, Chembe Council Chamber, date 21st August 2024, time 9 hours to 12:30. Milenge, venue, Milenge Council Chamber, date 22nd August 2024, time 9 hours to 12:30. Samphia, venue, Samphia Council Chamber, date 23rd August 2024, time 9 hours to 12:30.
You are all invited to this important workshop. Note that the EGP system is easy to use and can be accessed by anyone. For more information, email us info@zppa.org.zm. Visit our Facebook page, Zambia Public Procurement Authority. But still, contact our public relations on +260 211 377 419 or +260 377 400. Zambia Public Procurement Authority, PO Box 31009, or visit us stand number Sub J 11790 off Adikinkate Road, Long Acres.
The news. News.
Secure the news. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Welcome to the KFM Breakfast News today, the 21st of August 2024. To present it, I'm Jack Mapembulo. We first take a look at the top stories. The government says a number of dogs have died after consuming maize meal suspected to contain toxins. Uka Youth Chairperson questions whether the UPND have thrown the brilliant ideas on ending load shedding. Kamfinsa Member of Parliament questions the sale for Paddy Mine. In international news, Kenyan police accused of helping suspected serial killer escape. And in sports, Foden named PFA Player of the Year as Palmer is named Young Player of the Year.
The KFM News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
And now the news in detail. The Ministry of Health has disclosed that an alarming number of dogs have died after consuming maize meal suspected to contain toxins. The ministry has since commenced investigations into the spread of the toxins, which are believed to be present in certain branded maize meals sold on the Zambian market. He explained that post-mortem examinations revealed the presence of toxins in the maize meal, which were responsible for the deaths. Dr. Mchima warned that the toxins pose severe risks to both humans and animals, and in humans they can lead to acute liver damage. He assured the public that investigations are underway to address the issue. Meanwhile, Dr. Mchima says Zambia has not recorded any cases of monkeypox. Mpox, formerly known as monkeypox, is a viral zoonotic disease that can be transmitted from animals to humans, and in recent cases between humans through close contact. The disease typically begins with symptoms such as fever, headache, muscle aches, and swollen lymph nodes, followed by a rash that evolves from blisters to dry crusts. He assured the public that despite media reports, no Mpox cases have been confirmed in Zambia. United Kwacha Alliance Uka Youth Chairperson Thomas Sparo has wondered where the brilliant plans the UPND spoke about on ending load shedding have gone after assuming power. Mr. Sparo stressed that time to implement the great ideas is now when Zambians are experiencing prolonged hours of load shedding. Mr. Sparo said President Hakainde Hichilema compared Dubai, a place of rare rainfall, to Zambia with good rainfall, yet failing to supply electricity to citizens for 24 hours. He said Zambians are living in a nightmare of load shedding as so many small businesses that depend on power are grounded, throwing many in anguish and abject poverty. Meanwhile, Mr. Thomas Sparo says the siege for Petauke Central Member of Parliament Emmanuel J. Band has shown police incompetence as they are now arresting innocent persons in pursuing Honorable Banda. He says police are now harassing innocent people for clues to get to arrest Mr. Banda, who escaped love custody. Patriotic Front Convincer Member of Parliament Christopher Kangombe has observed that the government should have proposed the sale of Mopani copper mines in Parliament before finalizing agreements with investors. Honorable Kangombe argues that this oversight suggests that local communities might not benefit from the shares in the mine. Speaking during the agenda program on KFM Radio, Kangombe emphasized that the government needs to ensure that Zambians reap maximum benefits from their natural resources in the mining sector. Kangombe expressed concern that the public remain in the dark about how Zambians will benefit from the large-scale mining operations after the sale of a mine that was wholly owned by government on behalf of the Zambians. Meanwhile, the Convincer Member of Parliament has pointed out that Vendetta, the previous owner of KCM, had left behind significant debt, which the new Don wants to blame on the PF. He questioned whether Vedanta currently has the financial capacity to invest and reap benefit from the mine for the people of Zambia. He criticized the UPND administration for bypassing proper procedures and questioned the decision to transfer the mine to the investors without adequate transparency and local benefits assurances.
Ukushayija mine issue should have come to Parliament. Ideally, that transaction should have been brought to Parliament, which didn't happen. The first thing which happened was that one more people about contractor. But I was going to here, because they are all money. If you want to see the benefits, not just in Kitwe, but also in Solway, what we need to see if these contractors, if these foreigners are going to invest money and want to see the benefits, number one, let us prescribe how much of the business will be given to local people. For instance, if First Quantum Minerals or if Mopani Copper Mine under the new investor is going to spend $1 billion in buying new equipment, let us agree that 35% or 40% of that money who pay a Zambian contractor. Just to let our people that we spend just 50%. In other words, the capital expenditure for mining companies should be split into two.
Meanwhile, social anthropologist Dr. James Musonda says the imminent handing over of Konkola Copper Mines KCM to Vendetta is a sad day for Zambia that signals the country's failure to attain economic independence. Dr. Musonda is disappointed that President Hakainde Hichilema, who has an impressive business acumen, has not replicated that to the mining sector to flourish and accrue maximum benefits to Zambia. He says it is retrogressive that KCM is being handed back to a company that aggressively defended itself against rulings that favored poor communities after it polluted land, air, and caused many other challenges. Dr. Musonda charged that Vendetta previously engaged in bad corporate governance practices such as selling copper to itself and human rights violations while not facilitating profit-sharing mechanisms, environmental protection, infrastructure, jobs, and social investments. He has wondered why the UPND government allowed Vendetta to pay accrued debts from 7 years ago without interest, while the investors the right to use the mine as collateral to contract loans to invest elsewhere. President Hichilema is today expected to officially hand over KCM to Vendetta Resources Limited, signaling the full commencement of operations at the mine. Headwoman Chipote of Chief Kalasa Lukangaba's area has appealed to individuals with incomplete structures in our chiefdom to quickly work on them as ordered by the Chief Kalasa. The village head person says Chief Kalasa Lukangaba is in a hurry to foster development in the chiefdom, which is being deterred by the so many undeveloped plots. The headwoman Chipote says since December last year, when the chief called for the completion of structures, subjects have shown reluctance towards the call, and owners have even failed to appear before the headwoman to discuss the way forward on the matter. She reiterates the need for completion of both non-developed and partially developed structures and called on owners to visit us soon before their plots are repossessed.
Again, ilio ba chief Kalasa Lukangaba musungwana lesa ilio bala dilepo ni mu December kutila bakwata ama plots onse kabiye ni kunchede kutuma kwatila ama plots nokulanisha nyana bamileni shibeno bakutila cha ama plots aya yenga ba develop nomba abantu abengita balondoko kutila bengesa kuno kunchede shabo setulanisha nabo nekikulu abantu balikula kwesikulu akyebishapu atyachala kyebyapine bantu bayimbako byebishima mwe bantu bonse mwe bakwata kuno kunchende kwa chipote mukwayi napapata sana iseni tusetulanshanye kuchira kushiyate ebipompwa n'amapulositabulo okukulako mukwayi endesheni ukuthi atukezemulana bonse kyapamo.
Government is improving infrastructure at Chilenge Harbour in Luapula province, starting with a landing jet at a cost of over 18 million kwacha. Chilenge District Commissioner Denson Chishimba says the landing jet will make it easier for boats to dock at the harbour. He says the project will also add economic value to the operations of the harbour and earn the local authorities some revenue. Chilenge Harbour is economically viable, with many boats from the island dotted on Lake Mweru docking for business. The National Assembly has expressed concern with allegations made by Lumezi constituency independent member of Parliament Mudia Zulu that the food we ordered at National Assembly motel on Monday may have been laced with poison. The National Assembly of Zambia says it takes seriously any unsubstantiated allegations that may damage the reputation of the motel as the institution at large. In a statement, the National Assembly Senior Media Liaison Officer Shamba Muzungu said the allegations by Mr. Zulu are not only alarming but also irresponsible. Mr. Muzungu said the National Assembly motel has strict food hygiene procedures in place to ensure it is safe to eat. He has advised the Lumezi parliamentarian against making unsubstantiated allegations, especially considering his standing in society. Yesterday, Mr. Zulu refused to take the soup that he ordered at the National Assembly motel on account of the waiter refusing to taste the food in his presence before he could consume it. He then posted on his Facebook page allegations of food poisoning. Before we take on the international news, a recap on local news headlines. Government says a number of dogs have died after consuming maize meal suspected to contain toxins. Uka Youth Chairperson questions where the UPND have thrown the brilliant ideas on ending load shedding. Kamfinsa Member of Parliament questions the sale of Mopani. And coming up, Kenya police accused of helping suspected serial killer escape. In sports, for the named PFA Player of the Year, as Palmer is named Young Player of the Year.
If it matters to you, it matters to us.
8 police officers in Kenya have been suspended on suspicion of helping a suspected serial killer escape from custody, police have said. In July, police said Collins Jumasi Kalusha had confessed to the murders of 42 women, including his wife, since 2022. Mr. Kalusha's lawyer denied the claim, saying his client had been tortured to confess. He had been held at a police station since being arrested in July, but on Tuesday, police said that Mr. Kalusha and 12 others escaped after being aided by insiders. An incident report from the station says police discovered that the detainees were missing at 05 hours local time when officers were serving breakfast. The 13 individuals escaped by cutting through a wire mesh roof and scaling a perimeter wall, the report added. The 12 individuals who fled alongside Mr. Kalusha were Eritrean nationals detained for entering the country illegally, police said. Now, Gabon's interim president, who seized power in a coup a year ago, has barred members of his transition government from holidaying abroad. General Oigwa Nguema has also limited government officials to a maximum of 1 week of holiday leave. These new restrictions were announced on state television after he toured the country to listen to people's concerns. There is speculation that General Nguema may be softening the ground to run for president in next year's election, the first since he seized power in the Central African state. He overthrew his cousin Ali Bongo, who became president in 2009 following the death of his father, Omar Bongo Dimba, who had ruled for 41 years. Since General Nguema took power, he has sought to reassure the public that his military government is acting in their best interest. However, he has not publicly commented on whether or not he will run for the country's top job in polls that are planned for 2025. We now get to the world of sports. Manchester City midfielder Phil Foden has won the Professional Footballers Association Men's Player of the Year award, while Chelsea winger Cole Palmer was named Young Player of the Year. It is the first time since the 2009-2010 campaign that both men's awards have gone to English players. Wayne Rooney and James Milner won the Player and Young Player of the Year prizes respectively for that season. Foden scored 19 goals in 35 top flight appearances in 2023-2024 season as City won a historic fourth successive Premier League, and aged 23, he became the youngest player to have won 6 league titles. This is the first time the Stockport-born playmaker has been the PFA's Player of the Year, having twice been selected as the best young player. He also won the 2023-2024 Premier League Player of the Season award and was named the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year. Foden beat his City teammates Erling Haaland, who won the award last year, and Rodri, as well as Chelsea Palmer, Arsenal Martin Odegaard, and Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins, who were on the short list. Green Buffaloes women's coach Carol Kanyamba has attributed the team's early elimination from the 2024 CAF Champions League qualifier COSAFA. The Lusaka-based side won one match and suffered 2 defeats as they bowed out of the tournament in Malawi despite being the favorites. It was a disappointing outing for the 2022 champions, with regional powerhouse Sundowns now not participating. The Arakan Barracks-based side were the bookmakers' favorites. The team will turn attention to the local league. Before we wind up the news, a recap on the top stories. The government says a number of dogs have died after consuming maize meal suspected to contain toxins. Oka Youth chairperson questions whether the UPND have thrown the brilliant ideas on ending load shedding. Kamfinsa Member of Parliament questions the sale of Mopani mine. Kenya police accused of helping suspected serial killer escape. And Foden named FA Player of the Year as Palmer is named Young Player of the Year. Ends the news at 6:45. Join us for the Bemba Bulletin coming up in the next 25 minutes at 7:30. On behalf of the news crew at K, I'm Jack Mapembulo. Keep listening to the Heavy Breakfast Show.
If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Good morning, Tia. Good morning, this morning is the finest morning. This morning is tomorrow morning is finest morning is no other morning this morning.
With my head up high, confidence in full, cause my skills don't dry. But yes, I'm going in the field for fly. It's because I'm from here, that's why. It's my city.
They say water is life. Manzi ni moyo. Ameishi moyo. And that's why you need to enjoy the refreshing taste of Aqua Kena, Wakula's first ever mineral water packaged with love, care, and life. So every time you feel thirsty, grab a bottle of Aqua Kena and quench that thirst today. Aqua Kena is treated under sand and carbon filtration, reversal osmosis, and ozonation. We have packages ranging from 350 mils, 600 mils, 750 mils, 1.5 liters, 500 mils sachets, and 18.9 liter containers. For orders, call 0979 414 384 or 0966 386 954, 0979 414 384 or 0966 386 954. Aquacana mineral water, straight from Mother Nature.
We have family.
When family gives you unexpected laundry challenges, give them Banja washing powder. Banja washing powder, the family detergent.
Scrubbing, scrubbing, scrubbing till the drip was gone. Is how I did the dishes till you came along. Now that you are here, I sing a different song. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle dishes all day long. Sparkle, 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 sparkle dishes all day long. Sparkle, 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 sparkle dishes all day long.
Let your dishes sparkle with Boom Sparkle Plus dishwashing liquid. To know where we're going, we must remember where we're coming from. Boom. Never forget home.
You're waking up with
Good morning, dear. Good morning, this morning is the finest morning. This morning is tomorrow morning is the finest morning is no other morning is this morning.
The best mix of music.
It's just to 6 to 6. Every Wednesday from 6 to 18 hours only on KFM.
I'm gonna blow that night and circle big on. I'm gonna blow that night I wanna scare me for me. It's just 6 to 6. Enjoy the best mix of Zambian music from 6 to 6. Ishesu 6 to 6, exclusive to 95.5. Just never mind. Don't you worry, Baba, maybe I look come up. I am able to spill out Yata. Never pose a olo, never take me. Hey, 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 it doesn't bother me. Oh, no, Mangale pochi my baby usapuka chikuru chabe boiba walika Mungu wako aza kulekelela. Just imagine Mungu achikanze ona chimwa kulikongera kwamba ngaine ndani ulibe. That's why you remain. She won't say fuck it. What's the way we're gonna keep it cheap? See you where we're gonna keep it cheap. What's the way we're yeah, see you where we're gonna what's the way after all, of my part. No wonder wakuuza atina hii enze wa maketo kuwarina ndababose bantu babitamo. Oh yes, oh yes, it doesn't bother me. Cause I want to come back here, you want to love me, I will let it. Was it my party? Was it my party? I didn't know what to do. So was it ever come back? Was it ever come back? Was it ever
That's music of Mr. Dan Kaya, and he says, Filipe Nchito, whatever they say, whatever they talk, let them talk. Us, we are in love. Filipe Nchito, that's Mr. Dan Kaya as our top of the hour classic. And you know, every Wednesday, 6 to 18, we play nothing but the best of Zambian music. Ishiesu, 6 to 18. It's now 7:16. We'll soon be getting to the Bemba News at 7:30. In case you've just joined us, this is the voice of JSCK Jack. We'll be together till 9 hours. And just a quick recap of what is remaining on our table. We have the what's in the papers at 7:50, the news headlines at 8, the sports coming up at 8:10, just after the top of the hour classic. And then we get to the news review at 8:30 and 8:50, the About Choice. So remote, 9 hours, we wind up business. But don't forget, today we have the CDF hour. So that's a program. And today we're doing episode 3. Yeah, in case you haven't been following, we've done 2 episodes so far. So today we are doing episode 3. And we'll share with you the people who will be coming on the program today at 9 hours. KFM 95.5. The reason that you need to advertise your products and services on KFM, because we give you so much more. And it's a radio station that has strived to keep on broadcasting despite the power challenges. Yeah. Because we care, we love you, we want to share with you information. So we go out of our way and of course continue giving you the information at our own cost. Yeah, it's costly to keep running the station on genset. Yeah, it's not easy. So you need to also come on board and help us by advertising. Yeah, advertise your products and services so that KFM can continue to give you information, education, and entertainment. Because imagine a world without KFM. I guess Mansa would be so down. Okay, so let's just get to the rush hour.
Road safety tips proudly brought to you by Dash and Road.
Rush hour on the heavy breakfast.
And this is the time we just remind ourselves of the do's and don'ts on our roads. And of course, if you've got any concerns, any opinion as regards to what is happening on our roads, this is the time you can come through 0965884955, or you can leave your comment on our Facebook page, K-FM 95.5. And yeah, we'll share your views with the listeners out there. So it's the rush hour, what is happening on our roads. Of course, you have to be mindful that sometimes the traffic lights, as I always mention, that not every time they are functioning, like the traffic lights at the Zanaco and the Cathedral Junction. Sometimes they are off due to load shedding. So when you approach that area, especially Mweba Mawonda, you don't say I talk about you because I've seen a Mweba Shakwata patience when you are on the road. I don't know where you rush to. That's wood tide. I would approach per junction. One day it won't save you. One day it won't save you. Because I've seen people badefuma ku Chembe, badefuma mu town, bafika paka Cathedral padya, badishafika tale bomba traffic lights, alipali wonda, ero na kutusha, ero already shafe uta, so that other motorists can give way. You endanger your life. Ulabika life yenu busanso. One day bakapyanga brain pada patamak. One day brain yenu kasalangana pada patamak. I'm telling you. So please make sure that you exercise patience when you reach the junction, and don't forget also places of activity, places that are too active, like markets. Of course, down UB markets, I think there is some responsibility there sometimes. Yeah, you can observe that with the people who use that road here down UB market. Maybe because it is too congested, there's a lot of vehicles there, a lot of people there. So somehow people do behave when they reach that area. But the area that I'm concerned about is Kampuera Market. As you are going to the airport, in the area, quite dangerous. And if you're in Mansa for the very first time, when you just pass the traffic lights, airport, not in town. When you pass through town, you're going to the airport, there are some traffic lights. If you are in Mansa for the very first time, when you pass those traffic lights going towards the airport, please make sure you drive at a normal speed. You reduce the speed, because just ahead there is a very busy small market, but with a lot of people there. That is Kampuera Market, and the Pabama some speed jumps there. So please make sure that you reduce speed. No wonder maybe even the speed traffic police normally they are there so that they can monitor the speed you are driving. Also, we have Namwandwe. We've got the humps there. Maybe the humps are too small, because I've seen even motor vehicles cruising over those humps. I don't know. You could even see there are about 6 humps there, but a person comes cruising, and there is a market, and people crossing the road there. There's a lot of human traffic there, and someone just cruises like that. That's why sometimes, if you have with just to deter those people who can't just behave themselves when they are on the road. My market, I've seen some soberness there in terms of the drivers. They do behave there, just at my markets there. But the 2 spots I've mentioned, Kampuena Market, Senama, and Namwandwe, I think that's where the regulators like RATSA and traffic, and of course we always appeal to the traffic. Maybe manpower is cheap, but I think once in a while, traffic lights, especially during the rush hour, place some officers there so that they can be controlling the traffic there. This has been the rush hour on the Heavy Breakfast Show.
As a young driver, you're more likely to take a number of the deadliest risks on our roads, including speeding, overtaking blind, driving on drugs, and not belting up.
It's more than just radio. Good morning, Tia. Good morning. This morning is the finest morning. This morning is tomorrow morning is finest morning is no other morning this morning.
Just as easy as 1, 2, 3, and all my clothes are squeaky clean. Quick to remove the dirt and stains and the fresh things. Never seen nothing like it. That's exactly what it is.
Today on the Hygiene X Factor, we're here at Down Street Restaurant so we can see who had the X. The Hygiene X. Sir, that's a juicy chicken you have there. But did you wash your hands before chopping? Saw that you do not have the X. The Hygiene X. Now you accept to come with it. Does he have the X? It's you got the X now.
Safety is a proven fact only when related to hygienics. Hygienics, you're safe in our hands.
So we wanna make your life easy. Make your life easy.
We appreciate you hard workers, and that's why we're committed to making life easy for you with cash in 20 minutes at rates as low as 6%. Sycamore. Visit your nearest branch to apply or get a quick quote on www.unify.com. Unify, making life easy. Here's Mike. He loves his Maximo. He starts with banana flavor for breakfast. He moves with vanilla in traffic. He moves with strawberry at lunchtime. He even has chocolate flavor at dinner too.
Like, dinner too?
I can't help it. It's
Maximo.
Be like Mike. That's me, by the way. Move with the Maximo you love. Maximo flavored milk. Let Maximo move you.
The Kevin News. The Kevin News. News. If it matters to you, it matters to us. The KFM News. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Akashita kunung'anda mulabasa kafika buno pa 7:30 iliashiria mushembe nishiti aluchero ilero pa 21 August 2024 newalabirenga ninileunia kunda ichiputirwa chavo mitsokolera kutsira impendo yanamushambwa shari kwatokufo panoma yakuligunga wamataba uletunganisha okusanshwa mu toxins ichiputirwa kabiri nachitendeka omulimu wa kufairisha mokusalanganishwa kwa buhunga uwoshishibikwa kutsira obunga wa mataba emwe bulesitishwa mushika chalo cha Zambia balondolera kutsira okufairishwa kusangira okutsira ubu bwafya buli bubunga wa mataba kabiri bwalengere nemfa kulishi n'amashambwa badokta muchima n'abapera omusiko kutsira ubu bwafya bulapera amafa kuli bonse ku bantu ero nakonama kabiri ku bantu bulonaula ilibu batsile okufairisha kuleshi okubombera ubu bwafya Lubalilumbi ba Dr. Muchima batsile chalo cha Zambia tachalembapo bulwere buli bonse obwa monkeypox. Mpox yaishibwa nga monkeypox bulwere obwako kupitira munama okwambukira ku bantu kabiri kunuma bwaleyambukira nga chakutsira abantu balepalamina. Obulwere bwalikwata efishi biro pamonga okukaba omubiri okukalipa omutwe okukalipa kwa mubiri okufimba n'okukwata efya kufuluma. Nabe chintu bingi kutsira nankuyutse wetulepe pamile basi yakutatukuta emilandu ya bulwere bwa mpox tailalembwa pamuno chalo cha Zambia abakumpi banda kumisepera mu chilongaino cha United Quater Alliance ba Thomas Palo n'abasakamana okwamapanga asuma aya chilongaino cha UPNZ ayo baranda pakupusha wafa kwa kamalaiti okwama awala yengi aya panuma yakwa mutungulushi basipalo batsile ni pastela balingire okubika amatontonga na asuma nomba pantamena Zambia baleshingwana n'amafa yakwa kwa malaiti okwama awala yengi basipalo batsile bakateka bagainde echirema balingire okubombesha okushingisha okutsila kwabo kupera malaiti kubekashi pama awala 24 batsile abena Zambia baleshula ku malaiti kabiri abamakwebwano nobengi abashintira pamalaiti tabalebomba bulechirenga n'obupina Lubalilombi batoma sispalo batile kwa bashira munganda mafunda basaba kupeta okesentro baimanoje banda kuleranga byokutila bakapokola tabalibomba bwino shinomba balekata abantu abakaire mukufaya kuli honorable banda batile bakapokola nomba balechusha abantu abakaire pakufaya kugata babanda abafyukire mu kipatala umubali elondwa bashira munganda mafunda basaba mushonga ino Patriotic Front kamfinsa bakristo pakang'ombe batangire okutira okuteko bwaningire okwipisha okuhisha kwa kampani kamopa nikopa mayinzi munganda mafunde yatakulaba okupishapo echumfano nabakuisanshamo Honorable Kang'ombe n'abapasha ko fyalalenga bakaya bafula okusekera mu mikuba yaba muri uyu mukoti mukulanda pashita bali pa program ya agenda kuno muri Wasake FM radio bakang'ombe n'abalondole feka bwakubuteka okushinikisha okutira bene Zambia balesekera muri fyonse fyabakuchiputulwa sha mikoti bakang'ombe n'abalondole fala baisanisha mu kutira ekintu wingi bashiri mu mpimpi ukwishefa bene Zambia balina okusekera mutwampa ntwa mikoti tukalamba pano wakali okushisha uyu mukoti kubuteka mukuminina kwa bene Zambia Lubalilombi bashira munganda mafunda basura kamfinsa batile akampani ka vendanta kunuma akali mu mukoti wa KCM kadi shemisha yo kuteka upyo ufayo kupele kirubo okutira shonga ino cha PF chashire shina bepushanga shakutira kampani ka vendanta nipalinda kai na wakwatendera mesha kusasha mukoti mukusekela mwabantu ba mu chalo cha Zambia
ukushikisha iyamaini isho tubafamu kupata ningire twaikala panshi twashetulukamo twasubirisha nokukiraho bane batushikisha olumu bwati bakukira ikimwe kishe kuma bantu wangwamu maini wekere munomo. Ideally, that transaction should have been brought to Parliament, which didn't happen. The first thing which happened was that one more people about contractor. But I don't know if what's going here. Because they are old money. If we want to see the benefits, not just in Kitwe, but also in Solway, what we need to see if these contractors, if these foreigners are going to invest money and they want the benefits, number one, let us prescribe how much of the business will be given to local people. For instance, if First Quantum Minerals or if Mopani Copper Mine under the new investor is going to spend $1 billion in buying new equipment, let us agree that 35% or 40% of that money who pay a Zambian contractor. In other words, the capital expenditure for mining companies should be split into two.
Bamwene mushi bachipote mukanabesa bakalasalukangaba n'abalumba bonse kuli inchende bashapwisha kule fikula kuma plots utsila benga bombera kumkwangufyanya ngefikwete okulumba bakanabesa bakalasalukangaba bamwene mushi batsile bakanabesa bakalasalukangaba balefu ya inchende abo kufundwa kubuyanda inshi kabiri fikula fishapo kula file shalishe inchende bamwene mushi bachipote batsile ukutendeka mwisho wa kapundu milimo mwaka wa 2000 bakanabesa balikwete kulamba kutsa kwingabo kupusha fikula tonse fishapo kula lelo kufumapo abene bafukulwa tabapwisha okukula na kalya batsile kulifile kabla kushingisha okutsila abantu bonse abasha amaplots yabo kwabula okupwisha okukula bengapwisha mukwangufyanya pakutsila obuyanda nti bwengafuntulwa kuli inchende
Ilio ba chief Salukangaba musungwana lesa Ito balandile phone mu December ukuthi lathi mabakwata ama-plots onse kabiyeli kuntshele kuti mwakwatira ama-plots nokulanishanyana bamile emishibeno bakuthi ama-plots aya yengaba-develop nomba abantu abengita balondoko ukuthi bengesa kuno kuntshele shabo setulanishanye nabo nesikhulu abantu balikula kwesikhulu basefishapu apyashapefishapine bantu bayi bakopyefishima mwe bantu bonse bakwata kuno kuntshele kwachipote mukwayi napa patasana iseni tusetulanishanye kuchira kushiyate efipompa namapulositabulo kukulako mukwayi endesheni ukuthi atukezemorana bonse chapamo.
Mukusondolera kwelyashi mushibemba muri nesta ya Luchero ng'anda yamafunde balaba bayisanshiramu pakutunganishwa kwapere bashirwa ng'anda yamafunde basaba ku Rumezi constituency palwabo ngaba independent bamu nezuru okutsira efyakulya bakoite kushita pa National Assembly motel pabushikwa pali chimu nelimu pali kwato kubikwa musumu ng'anda yamafunde yachiro chazambe batile balasende lutampulo lonse lwa kuyisanshiramu mukona ulomibwa bw'abantu panakuba munifyo chirikona uleibombele yapali chichikulwa mukase bwa kaperwe basinya midela ya soni ofisa bamng'anda yamafunde banshamba muzungu batile okutungana kwa bazulu kuli kwa kuizisha mapaka na bapantu kuli mukona uleibombele ya chikulwa bamuzungu batile National Assembly motel ila kwato kuchef ya kulya fya bumi kabiri kwato kucheshetwa buno bwino kabiri fya shingirwa mukulya nawo kwato kosesha bashira mng'anda yamafunde basura ku Rumezi kutira bengaita rusha mukula pelotse wotu shafika pana kutisha apo bemanina kwa bantu obushiku bwa mairo bazulu ebakwete okukana okulya efyakulya bakwite okushita pa National Assembly motel mukutila bali efyakulya fali bikwa mu poison kabiri bali kwata nokuposta pa Facebook page abo mukutunganya okutila efyakulya fyabo fyali bikwa mu poison. Empera ilyashi muchibemba muri nesta ya Luchero ilyashi muchibemba kalimetera kumushita yakasuba pa 12:30.
News. Careful news. Let's work together to get the top of news. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
The meaning of life is not to simply exist, but to move ahead, to rise up and achieve, to conquer. Introducing Kung Fu Energy Drink, your push for the next conquest. Kung Fu Energy Drink, master.
This is not just milk. It's dairy gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious.
Ready and I'm ready to go. Now tell me, do you feel the flow?
Now you can use some your love to break another show. Do is get rich.
Always makes me feel alright and happy all.
Makes you feel.
Everyone
Everyone out there knows that our confidence comes from the way we look and feel, and because we all have different skin types, we frequently need a unique solution for all our skin types every day. This is why MediHerb introduces MediHerb turmeric soap with turmeric extract and argan oil that has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial benefits. MediHerb saffron soap with saffron and almond oil, which are vitamin enriched with antioxidant properties. Trust in MediHerb Ayurvedic herbal soap with 18 herbs and natural oils to take care and revitalize your skin every day.
We have family.
When family gives you unexpected laundry challenges, give them Banja washing powder. Banja washing powder, the family detergent.
Good morning, Tia. Good morning. This morning is the finest morning. It's no morning. If tomorrow morning is finest morning is no other morning. This morning.
Good morning, Zambia. It's time to catch up on what's making headlines. This is what the papers say, your daily dose of news straight from the front pages. We're diving into the latest stories, the biggest controversies, and the hottest topics. So grab your favorite cover, get comfy, and let's see what the papers are saying. Stay tuned for analysis, expert opinions, and your chance to weigh in on the stories that matter to you. KFM, bringing you the news that matters, only on 95.5.
Welcome to what the papers say on the Heavy Breakfast show today, the 21st of August 2024. 7:50 is the time. It's what's in the papers. And of course, this segment is up for sponsorship. If you're a business house, you can simply call on us and, of course, advertise on this segment. You can simply call the number 0977 387414. We can give you a good package on this segment as everyone listens to this segment as they get here what's happening with what is being shared in our daily papers. We start with the news diggers. They have a story here, the big story. Government warns of toxic meals. Some brands have aflatoxin, which causes liver damage. This is serious. This is serious. It was even in our news. You heard, we had this story in our news. Now, government has confirmed the presence of aflatoxin in maize products such as mealie meal and animal feed. Health Minister Elijah Muchima says aflatoxin exposes human beings to acute liver damage, liver cancer, immune system suppression, and other chronic health issues. So I think the best thing they could have done is to indicate which brand of mealie meal has got is contaminated with this aflatoxin, and where is the maize coming from? Because we've been importing maize. Let's be honest, we've never experienced this before, unless I didn't hear of it. But it's for the first time that we are hearing of having contaminated mealie meal and contaminated maize. I was even listening to one of the radio stations on Tuesday where they even featured a doctor who confirmed so many dogs have died after taking this mealie meal. mostly roller meal, because that's the alternative for dog meal. They use it for as dog food, mix it with some other products. So normally they use roller meal, and many dogs in Lusaka have died. And the minister now confirms that it can even cause liver damage to human beings. I think we are, you know, I don't know how you can put it. You are eating a shima and you are worried. What if the shima I'm eating has got this same aflatoxin? So I think government should come out clearly. We are dealing with issues of the matter of life and death. So government should come out clearly and indicate which type of maize, where the maize that is contaminated came from, because we have been importing maize with our own maize over the years. We've never experienced this one, but just after we've started importing maize, and then we start having these issues. And of course, it wouldn't be a bad idea also for the government to indicate the brand of berry meal that is contaminated, because I can't be eating in Shima whilst I'm worried. No, I'm worried. Even up to now, I'm worried. I had in Shima last night. I'm worried. I don't know if it is also contaminated. So government needs to come out clearly on this one. And the other story is Kasanda rearrested after Nole Proscure. So Kasanda was rearrested last night. I have watched the video there. The time was he was being arrested. And yeah, according to the video that was posted yesterday when he was being arrested, he was indicating that I'm innocent. Why are they arresting me? So you can search for the video. It's all over social media. And the other story is immigration increases visa permit fees. Okay, and the other story in the news diggers is Zambians cherish corruption. Liswaniso. It says Zambians cherish corruption. That is Liswaniso. Gilbert Liswaniso, UPN National Youth Chairperson. What does it mean? Sincerely, miners, I hope you retrieve trapped bodies, Matambo. Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo has refuted reports of illegal mining at Sensili Mine, arguing that small-scale miners are helping the technical team retrieve trapped bodies. Silence is goddamn. We move on to the other edition of the mass newspaper. The big story is that we still have challenges. This cost of living and the electricity blackouts, which we are working on, admits Imenda. That should be SG for UPND. Water situation in Southern Province is dire, says Nzovu, Collins Nzovu. I feel for the people of Southern Province. I've heard stories, I've interacted with, I have friends who reside in Southern Province, and I can feel for our brothers and sisters, the situation they are going through, lack of food, because of the drought, water. We're even told that they are selling their animals cheaply just to have something on their table. And of course, government has done something, is trying to alleviate the situation in Southern Province. I think let's pray for our brothers in southern part of Zambia, because they never received any rains, and they are going through some difficulties. We can help in one way or another. We have relatives. Please try to help them and alleviate their suffering. The other stories are now ECZ suspend Kawamba by-election. Okay, so they want this by-election has been suspended for the council chairmanship. The other story in the mass newspaper: HH punishing Zambians for voting him Silavwe, and CDP demands speedy resolution to Zambia-Zimbabwe differences. That's the mass newspaper. We move on to the Daily Nation. The big story is, I will not stop talking. ECL says as long as he leaves, Zambians will continue comparing what he did and what President Hichilema has failed to do. Advises the UPND to concentrate on fulfilling the promises if they wish Zambians to forget about him. Okay, so that's ECL. The other story is Zambia on high alert for Mpox. That's another worry we have because of our proximity to the border with DRC. Mpox is spreading, and we are told that one case has been recorded outside Africa. And if a case can be recorded outside Africa, then what about us who are close to our neighboring country, Congo DR? But we have been assured by the Minister of Health that we are yet to record any instances or any cases of mpox or monkeypox. The other story is police know JJ's whereabouts, says Riswaniso. Police know JJ's whereabouts, says Riswaniso. Challenges the law enforcement agencies to bring the Patauke lawmaker back, says 2 million bond placed on JJ does not make any sense. But how does he know that the police knows the whereabouts of JJ? That's Gilbert Riswaniso, the UPND National Youth Chairperson. I'm thinking, imagine if this statement was made by a member of the opposition. I guess the police would have summoned that one so that they can get more information. But we'll see if the police will summon Gilbert Riswaniso to go and give them more information, because he thinks the police are behind the escape of. That's what he's saying. Because how would you say that the police are aware of JJ's whereabouts? So this one also knows something. Why can't they summon him so that he can give them more information? I guess if it was said by me, today I would have been at Mansa Police. But we'll see if the police are going to act on this revelation by this one also. And the state witness tells court he arrested Nawaki before investigating could be concluded. Before investigations could be concluded. Okay, that's another story. The other one is contaminated meal kills 400 dogs. So in the Daily Nation, they have given the numbers of dogs that have died so far. We move on to the Zambia Daily Mail quickly. Government probes killer meal. That is, the 400 dogs have died due to suspected toxins in some brands. Muchima. Appetite yako wari hapo. Let's end here. Appetite yena. Let's go to the news headlines.
The KFM news headlines at 8. The KFM news headlines at 8.
Government says a number of dogs have died after consuming maize meal suspected to contain toxins. Uka Youth Chairperson questions whether the UPND have thrown the brilliant ideas on ending load shedding. Convince Member of Parliament questions the sale of Mopani mine. Kenyan police accused of helping suspected serial killer escape. And Foden named the PFA Player of the Year as Palmer is named Young Player of the Year.
The KFM news. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
So eventually we will team, we shining, we watching, to be the manja, to find the banja. We have family.
When family gives you unexpected laundry challenges, give them Banja washing powder. Banja washing powder, the family detergent. Greatness is everywhere. It's in the places you go, the people you meet, the things you do. Introducing Shaka soft drinks, a unique, refreshing drink that celebrates greatness. Shaka, celebrate greatness. Missed out on your favorite local shows due to load shedding? Don't worry. TSTV and GoTV got you covered with the Zambezi Reloaded channel, a channel dedicated to replay all your favorite Zambezi magic shows at different times so you can stay up to date. Catch Zambezi Reloaded on DSTV channel 165 and GoTV channel 57. T's and C's apply.
Sit down in your soul. What you waiting for? Come on, let's go.
Shake things up with shaken set fruit milk. Shaken set when fresh, it's fruity.
Mushawakwatako abanobe abakwalukire balakwikatirira okulenga wasanika ng'enjanda mushawakwatako omunobe nga Movit styling gel. Oh yeah. Iyi Movit ireekata n'okulalika emishishi okufuma akachero fika n'ekyuyiro. Wow. Movit styling gel yalyamusha inchito era irakwata n'okubeekesha emishishi lyonse eryomwakwata okuyibulya. Movit styling gel isangwa mu supermarkets, mu cosmetic shops, no mu saloni kali mu pepi na imwe. Movit all day confidence.
Don't worry, almost stretch my clothes get right. The fragrance keeps on getting stronger every time I move. Silky, silky smooth, looking fresh and smelling good. Get carried away. Skin freshness, always looking fresh, always looking good. Always at my best with Boom Fabric Conditioner.
Try Boom Fabric Conditioner for a scent that lasts.
Bupe awe chichiroto. Awe chachino dinefumobe. Mwana, tole shinimshaka. Nawishiba. Ine naishiba tinga wabiko mtu wakutarukanya abana nichitawaka kwate kwefumo. Nambubafu nyomutite. Winitefu naishibe. Wizekesha, yamu fifyefyo. Au mwanzi shaishiba Maria sheko ya fuma ya bufi. Ala na umpuenso ni bufi. Chimwe. Ngabe kuchipatala lera umpe kushinga pele ashiria muti uwa mungoje pakutarukanya abana. Au mwanzi mfuire fe naya. Mfuire fe. Ngawaya imfuira tapali ukakubepa na Maria shaya ya bufi. Chishinka waranda bufi. Shefo pango pingu shuka lokutondonganya. Awe sana. Nalaya senda bena mwanzi era mpusere sheko n'abana nzi nabo bakaye. Tufuire twababaye lukabonse. Awe sana nishwachita kuno mwanzi. Nishira shako mwoto kutarukanya abana shaga fibuna kabiri shakitekema. Bireko bumye kwenu bwafunda nishibu shintire paki ya bufina mama. Kabiri ni kuchipatala mkoka shinka pashira shako mwoto kutarukanya abana.
Chiminetera kuimbira vachipani chavo mukuvombera pamwe nava vafwiri shako.
Bringing you the best mix of music.
It's just 266. And Wednesday, from
6 to 18 hours only on KFM.
Come to the flow, let's make that circle bigger. The flow, let's make that circle. I wanna stay with you forever. Issues 6 to 6. Enjoy the best mix of Zambian music from 6 to 6. Issues 6 to 6. Exclusive to 95.5.
That's our top of the hour classic coming in from the Amayenge, led by one late Chris Chari and Nikomo Kile. That's Elosi's song there by the Amayenge. And still around, and wherever they hold their shows, it's fully packed bumper to bumper. And yeah, and for last time they performed in Mansa some 3-4 years ago. Yeah, when they came at Mansa Hotel. It is 0814, and we need to get to what's in the sports update. What am I thinking? The sports update is coming up next.
Waking up with
As a young driver, you're more likely to take a number of the deadliest risks on our roads, including speeding, overtaking blind, driving on drugs, and not belting up.
It's more than just radio.
Bringing you the best mix of music.
It's just from 6 to 6. Every Wednesday from 6 to 18 hours only on KFM 95.5.
Come to the flow, let's make that circle bigger. The flow, let's make that circle. I wanna feel we Ishesu 6 to 6. Enjoy the best mix of Zambian music from 6 to 6. Ishesu 6 to 6, exclusive to 95.5.
One-on-one, scores for United. Sanchez, chips it. Manchester City left that play. Holly and Kane together. The coffee has got the hand.
Come on.
Welcome to the sports update on the Heavy Breakfast show today, the 21st of August 2024. And straight away, we get to what's happening in terms of sports. Of course, you're aware that Green Buffaloes, who are representing us at the COSAFA Women's Champions League, have bowed out of much experience at that tournament, but I think they were too overconfident. That's why they lost to non-entities, because the only team that used to challenge them was Mamelodi Sundowns, the women's side, but they were not there. The Sundowns, we only had the University of Cape Town at that tournament. And Karo Kanyemba, I don't know, couldn't just inspire the girls, couldn't just put that positivity in the girls, and they ended up losing 3 games, winning 1, which is a very disappointing outing for the GBFC for many years now. They stood a chance of going to the CAF Champions competition, but now they will be back to local football. Whatever is happening to GBFC Queens. And today we have a game in Lusaka where All Stars versus the rest. It is Zambia versus Zambia. It is happening at Woodland Stadium today. So the first national player selection exercise reaches its crescendo on today when the All Stars side takes on the rest at Woodland Stadium in Lusaka. The Avram Grant All Stars squad is a composition of the regular team players from the local crop in the league that will play Wilson Yirenda's the rest squad that has been composed of players from the provincial selection involving all the 10 provinces. And, you know, surprising, after the provincial selection happened, all the provinces met, like Rwapula, they went to the Copper Belt, Eastern, South, Western, Central, they went to Lusaka, Northwestern, Muchinga, Northern Province, Rwapula, they went to Kitwe. After all that process, only 3 players have been selected. And people are asking, was it necessary to have these, to go through this process? Because you can't say only 3 players out of all the things that happened, all the selections process that went through, all the games that they played. The only players that were identified were 3. So disappointing. Now, the Nirenda side also blended in some of the best players in the Premier League. Also, they have included National Division 1 and Super League. So the selection was narrowed down to the Midland Select, where we had Central, Eastern, Lusaka, Southern, and Western, and the Copper Belt Select, Rwapula, Muchinga, Northwestern, Northern, and Copper Belt, who faced the Premier League, National Division 1, and Super League Select side. Among those named in the team include Bats defender Pongo, Neocath FC midfielder Jackson Sekela, and FC Muza striker Emmanuel Manda. So those are the 3 that were selected. The All-Stars team has Red Arrows and Green Buffaloes new recruits Angel Rubamba and Chipo Sondashi respectively. Mufulira Wanderers midfielder Collins Makungu and his Nkwa's counterpart Kenneth Kasanga. Wednesday's match is the final stage of this year's exercise that first General Secretary Ruben Kamanga has indicated will be long-term and will be used to widen a pool of players eligible for selection to the national team. And the exercise is meant to be a window for providing national team selectors with possible talents from across the country. So the All-Stars, we have goalkeepers Charles Kalumba from Red Arrows, Victor Chabu from Changa Rangers. Defenders, we have Dominic Chanda from Power Dynamos, Kabaso Chongo, Kirian Kanguluba, both Cab Warriors, Benedict Chepeshi, Tanji Mwape, both Zesco United, John Soko, both Power Dynamos. Then midfielders, we have Collins Makungu, Mfulira Wanderers, John Kosamu, Dominic Kanda, Peter Kalota, Ozanako FC, Abraham Siankombo from Zesco United, Saddam Yusuf Piri from Red Arrows, Kelvin Mwanza, Frederick Mulambia, Power Dynamos, Kenneth Kasanga, Kwazi FC, and Charles Zulu Nkana FC. And for the strikers, we have Ricky Banda, Angel Rubamba from both Red Arrows, Andrew Piri from FC Muza, and Chipo Sonda from Green Buffaloes. And let's look at the rest, which will be coached by Beston Chambeshi. We have goalkeepers Gwazani Banda from Tondo Stars, Lamek Siame from Zanaco, Jeban Tembo from Red Arrows. The defenders are William Kamwanga from Rumana Radiants, Chanda Chileshe FC Muza, Mwapemwenya, Prosper Chiluya from Zanaco FC, Emmanuel Chembe from Changa Rangers, Mwene Mumbi, Chidimba Monga from Green Buffaloes, Christopher Mwango, Zanaco FC, Chorwe Hamongo, that's Bats FC. Midfielders, we have Simon Chipanama, Ebo Kanyamuna, both Atletico Lusaka, Edward Kapukesa, Nchanga Rangers, Kapembo Sinyangwe, New Moses Swallows, Jackson Chisekera, Neokath FC, Francis Mubanga, Konkola Blades FC, Titus Chansa, Mutondo Stars FC, Simon Tonga from Cabo Warriors, Golden Mashata, Greeny Buffaloes, and Patrick Gondwe from Unkana FC. The strikers are Emmanuel Omanda FC Musa, Elia Mudanji, Kafiwa Celtic, Martin Njovu, Friday Samu, all from Green Buffaloes. So the game kicks off at 15 hours at the Hoodland Stadium in Lusaka. And yeah, that is the final process in coming up with a possible Zambia national team. And they are saying it's like a pool where they can be getting players to go and play in the national team. How they are going to maintain the momentum, the players that are going to be in that pool, we are yet to see. So we move on to some other stories, what is happening outside in terms of sports from outside. Before we get back to football, let's talk about tennis. Now, world number one, Jannik Sinner, has been cleared of any wrongdoing after twice testing positive for a banned substance in March. The Italian tested positive for low levels of metabolite of Crostable, a steroid that can be used to build muscle mass during Indian Wells. A further sample taken 8 days later also tested positive for low levels of the same metabolite. A provisional suspension was applied automatically, but Sinner challenged it successfully. He was able to keep playing. The International Tennis Integrity Agency found Sinner was inadvertently contaminated with the substance by Giacomo Naudi, his physiotherapist. Naudi has been applying an over-the-counter spray to a cut on his own hand and then carried out treatment on Sinner. The ITIA accepted the explanation and that the violation was not intentional. So that is how strict they are. Someone was using that substance to treat the wound. He's a physiotherapist, and somehow the player got contaminated with that same substance, and they did the test. They found that this player is been using banned substance, but after an explanation was given that, oh, it's not the player who was using it, but he's a physiotherapist, and that's when the ban was overturned. Okay, so that's what's happening in the world of tennis. We move on to football, back to football. Now, Raheem Sterling has been left out of Chelsea's squad for their Europa Conference League playoff first leg with Sevente. Whatever is happening to Sterling, I can feel for the young man. Now, Thursday's game is the second in succession. The 29-year-old England forward has not featured in a matchday squad after he was omitted from Chelsea's Premier League opener with Manchester City. Defender Ben Chilwell, Wesley Fofana, and Tosin Darabioyo were also not included on Chelsea A list submitted to UEFA for Thursday's match at Stamford Bridge, with the second leg in Switzerland on 29 August. Should Chelsea progress, they could name Sterling in their squad for the Conference League group stage. Sterling representative said in a statement before Sunday defeat by City, they wanted the over the player's future at the club. Chelsea have spent about £185 million on 11 signings this summer, leaving manager Enzo Maresca with a squad of more than 40 senior players. 40 senior players. So Maresca said after the City game he wants Sterling at Chelsea, but acknowledged there is not enough space for all his players to feature in matches. Sterling has made 81 appearances for Chelsea since he joined from Manchester City for £50 million in July 2022. So Sterling, for me, I think his managers should start looking for other clubs. I don't see Sterling be at Chelsea next season. Even this season, something might happen. You know, football, like I always mentioned, 24 hours in football is a long period of time. Anything can happen. So we are still moving on now. Manchester City are working on a deal that could bring Ike Gundogan back to the club. Gundogan left City for Barcelona in 2023 after skimpering the club to its historical treble. However, the Catalan giants' well-publicized financial issues have prevented them from registering new signing Dan Olmo, and they need to create space by releasing one of their higher earners. City are wrestling with any personnel issues that include the departure of Julian Alvarez to Atletico Madrid and an injury to Oscar Bob that could keep him out for 4 months. Gundogan could provide the short-term answer to these problems and would not require a in period. Manager Pep Guardiola didn't want Gundogan to leave City, but the club were unwilling to offer the German midfielder the contract length is wanted. So Gundogan might head back to Manchester City, but at the moment, I don't think it's possible because of the issues Barcelona has there. And talking about signings, Villarreal have signed Brazilian goalkeeper Luis Junior from Portuguese club Famalicão on a 6-year deal. The La Liga side announced on Tuesday. The club did not disclose the transfer fee, but Spanish media reported that Villarreal paid around 12 million euros for the 23-year-old. And so Junior, who made their 140 appearances for Mariscalco since joining the academy at the age of 18, will be replacing Philippe Jorgensen at Villarreal, who joined Chelsea last month on a 7-year-long contract. Villarreal visit Sevilla in the league on Friday after going 2-2 with Atletico Madrid at home in their opener. So new signing at Villarreal. Yes. So these are some of the stories that that we had in terms of what is happening in terms of football. And of course, you heard in the news where Foden wins the Premier League Player of the Year award. He's a good guy. Yeah, I think one of enterprising strikers, Foden. I love his kind of play, how he passed through the defenders, and of course he's dangerous when it comes to when he's outside the 18 box yard area. The guy is just dangerous. So this is where we are going to end with our sports update today, the 21st of August 2024. It's now 8:30. We'll be getting to the news review.
Good morning, this morning is the finest morning. It's no morning, this morning is tomorrow morning. It's finest this morning. The finest morning is no other morning this morning.
Waking up with
Welcome to the news review. It's now 08:30, and this is the time we take a look back at what's happening in terms of what was in the news. And you can also participate if you want. You can call and offer your views over the stories we did on our news bulletin and some other stories of interest that we have today. We start with the issue of Edwin Chipote of Chief Kalasa Lukangaba's area, who has appealed to individuals with incomplete structures in our chiefdom to quickly work on them as ordered by the Chief Kalasa. The village person says Chief Kalasa Lukangaba is in a hurry to foster development in the chiefdom, which is being deterred by the so many undeveloped plots. The Eduman Chipote says since December last year, when the chief called for the completion of structures, subjects have shown reluctance towards the core. Owners have even failed to appear before the Eduman to discuss the way forward on the matter. She reiterates the need for completion of both non-developed and partially developed structures and called on owners to visit her soon before their plots are repossessed. And this is what she had to say. Okay, so that's head woman Chipote of Chief Kalasa Lukangaba appealing to those who have got plots in Chief Lukangaba's area to go and meet her because they are saying they have failed to develop the plots that they were given, and she emphasized that they need to start completing their projects. And of course, if they are facing challenges, they can go and see her. I think at the moment, we are facing a challenge in our nation. Economic-wise, we are not doing fine. Even me, I'm struggling to do something at my plot somewhere where even the headman was saying, no, if you take time, the chief says he will start repossessing the plots. But I think let them be a bit flexible. Let them also consider just to organize the funds to start the project. At the moment, it's not easy. I think on behalf of those who are facing challenges, who cannot develop the plots, I think I'm speaking on behalf of them because I'm also struggling to do my project. So if the Royal Highnesses in Mansa, please, if you can just be a bit flexible, umuntu can just deliberately just want to not just to construct a house or anything on the given land. Sometimes we are constrained by financial resources. So my appeal is to the traditional leadership, let them be a bit flexible. But even us, like the head woman says, it's important that you go and explain yourself. Sometimes communication is very cardinal. So make sure that if you are facing challenges, you go and explain yourself why you cannot just develop the plot at that particular time, and so that they can give you some space so that you can organize yourself and complete the project. That's my appeal. But anyway, if you have the resources, please go and do something at that place. Yeah, and you know, land is capital. For you to be called a Zambian, you need to have land. So that's my point. Let me just pick up this call. Hello. Good morning, sir. Who's on the line? Imkwaye ba Mike kumwangu nitu mwalanda pa mkwaye. Okay. Yes, you can talk about that one. Twatotera sana mkwai. And in case you missed that issue, we were talking about the preaching of some young man. Is a preacher from Lusaka, is from the church called CMA International Ministries in Lusaka. And he was preaching about something controversial. And he's a young man. If you see this man, he should be below 35. Should be below 35. And this is what he was preaching in church. Listen to this.
Sexual sins. The Bible differentiates between marriage and it just said that. Adultery is for those who are married. Fornication is for those who are not in marriage. But all in all, singular sex. And it's what was, whether in marriage or on what. Now, we are all crucifying our brothers. I cannot cover the nakedness of this man. After nobody the Bible says, go and do what? Yeah? You read the Bible, you're a Christian. Go and do what? Multiply, subdue the land. So do you think you can multiply with one woman? Can you multiply? Do you know what does it mean by multiplying? Having many. The problem of this English one is that you have 2 children. You even because I have 2 children. My friend, we are 15. How is it not? 20. Just that woman. We are even boasting. I have the children. Mama, increase more volume. If that man cannot have the children, look for another man. Until you subdue the land. We have a lot of pushes. But seeing that the people they are many. The Bible said, go and be like a sand. Can you count the sand? Can you count the sand? It's when we every man have about 100 children. Women of nowadays they are very selfish. No wonder it's like person to order. They want to have their own husband, my own husband. Abraham was a polygamist. Jacob was a polygamist. Solomon, David, you are not even writing what the book of Holy Book. You are married one wife. The truth must be taught. You know, the truth must be taught. I am not telling continue immorality. The sin cannot produce the blessing. What I say, if you have the capacity, the chance to marry 10 wives, go and marry. Have a lot of children. The land is too plenty. Where your children can stay. The farms are too plenty. Where you can cultivate food. Because people they are dying daily.
That's DMCM Ministries International preacher. And I don't know, your take. For me, I got concerned when I was listening to this preacher man last night, and I said I'll share this one with the listeners on KFM. Get their views. What's your take? Is somehow propagating the idea of having more than one woman? That's the thing. He says you can't just have one woman, and you can't just have one child. You can't just have. We've got a lot of land. I don't know how you take that kind of preaching. I've got a text message here. This one says, Jack, that kind of teaching cannot surprise the Christian who reads the Bible, because it is written in the Bible that there will come false preachers in last days with false messages. Today is up to each one to choose what message to follow. G. Mwaba from Mabumba. Okay, thank you, Mwaba. The other text message here says, good morning, Jack. Listening to that young man, someone makes my heart bleed. It only shows me that people read the Bible but do not understand it. Abraham was not a polygamist. Abraham married Keturah after Sarah had died and did not marry Hagar. So maybe we go the Rwanda way. In Rwanda, churches are regulated. It is on this same radio station where you heard the news that more than 400 churches have so far been closed in Rwanda because they have set conditions in that country that for one to open a church, they need to pass through a theological college. Let me just pick up this call. Hello? Hello? Good morning. I'm fine. Who's on the line? Okay, you can go ahead, Mr. Man. Yes, I'm getting you, sir.
So if you want to marry, at least one of you that's what I'm not get married. You don't have more than one wife. It's possible. So this is my suggestion.
Okay, thank you so much. And you too, you can come through 0965884955, 0965884955. And he was talking about what is written in the Bible, yeah, the previous scholar, at 1 Timothy 3 verse 1. Also, it is indicated on 3 verse 2 and 1 Timothy 3 verse 12 and Titus 1 verse 6 where it states that church leaders should be the husband of one wife. And this young boy says you need to have more than one wife so that we can fill the earth with a lot of people. And you know, my worry is you look at the people who are in the audience, we've got even people who are supposed to be his parents, and is coming just like that, openly, just like that. And at the end of the day, you even give Umuturu to the young boy. This one says, Mubanga from might. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what is happening with some of these teachers. Earlier, what I was talking about in Rwanda, there are conditions that you have set for someone to come up with a church. One, you should have passed through the theological school, and two, they need to build a church, and they have set standard for a church. One, a church building should have soundproof, because they say they used to disturb the neighborhood with their loud preaching and loud music. So in Rwanda, they say each church should have a soundproof. So far in Rwanda, 400 Pentecostal churches have been closed. So Kagame doesn't take it lightly when it comes to makeshift churches and the like. He's so strict. Yeah. So that's one of the stories that we had. And other story is about the contamination of the mini meal, which has been confirmed by the Minister of Health. Now, the Minister of Health has disclosed that an alarming number of dogs have died after consuming maize meal suspected to contain toxins. The ministry has since commenced investigations into the spread of the toxins, which are believed to be present in certain branded maize meals sold on the Zambian market. So it's the maize which is coming with some maize which is in this country is contaminated with a toxin. Yeah, I've just misplaced the word of that toxin. Yeah, and according to what we've read in the Zambia Daily Mail of today, the newspaper, the state-owned Zambia Daily Mail, about 400 dogs have died, and the minister also indicated further that it can cause your liver can collapse when you take that meal. But I think we should have gone a bit further. That's why I'm saying the minister should have gone a bit further by indicating the brand which is contaminated, so that we are, it's you don't feel safe. I think many of you are not going to feel safe from today onwards when eating in Shima. You don't know if it is the one. I've received someone was sharing the experience. He's got a farm in Lusaka and was saying since last week he bought his workers some meal, and since last week the workers were complaining of stomach pain, diarrhea, and it's one of the symptoms the minister mentioned yesterday. So my question is the meal we are taking in Zambia safe? Okay, if they cannot tell us which is not safe, tell us the minimum which should be buying. Which brand should we be buying? And this maize, where is it coming from? Because we are aware, the government announced that they have started importing maize. Even Rwanda has donated some maize. We are importing maize from Tanzania. So is it the imported maize which is contaminated and having that bacteria? Or it is our local maize? I think this is a serious issue that deserves attention, close attention of the government, whereby they should be updating the nation on a daily basis how far they have gone with the investigation. As it stands, you don't feel safe to take in Shima. You don't know, because you might just feel, maybe it's just because of the other cause, you feel like you have a stomach issues. Maybe it's not even, but because they have mentioned that one of the brands of meal is contaminated, one of the maize product that is in the country is contaminated, your mind will first go conclude that maybe it's the meal, when in actual sense it's not. That's why it is important that the government should come out clearly. As it stands, myself, anyway, let's get to mouth choice.
La Zambia. Football is in our blood. And with BREAKFAS on Supersport, you get it all. All the fun, all the shine, all the stars, all the mingalato, all the saves, all the goals, all the football, all the bola you love. That's BREAKFAS, all on Supersport on DSTV from as low as 220 kwacha per month.
Do you want a little bit of this? Delivery. Hey, or a little bit of that.
You didn't betray me. You betrayed yourself.
Guy has got 6 mannerless wives.
Finish for what, Boo? How about that? And now there's a big chance for Tuxen Tucker, and he scores. Tuxen Tucker saw the ball fall kindly for it.
We know because we have it all on DSTV. DSTV. Tune in with Bounty Choice Remote for more. It's time. Bounty Choice Remote. Only on FM 99.5.
welcome to the DSTV multi-choice remote. This is the time we take a look at what's happening on multi-choice, and you get to enjoy TV when you are on DSTV. Yeah, and of course, if you're in Mansa, you can simply go to Rapid Stores. That's where we have our offices, Rapid Stores, right here in Mansa, opposite Not Safe. That one, you can go and get yourself that decoder and be part of the DSTV family. Don't forget, we also have showing on DSTV, the Big Brother is back. It started some few weeks ago, Big Brother Nigeria. If you love reality shows, you can simply get yourself that decoder or reactivate your account or upgrade. And of course, we have various packages, which is premium, which goes at 1,420 per month, 150 channels and 38 HD channels, high definition, sound and picture. Then we have the Compact Plus, which goes at 920 per month with 135 channels with 30 HD channels. Then we have the Compact, which is 610 per month with 120 plus channels and 20 HD channels. Then we have the Family Bouquet, which goes at 410 with 95 channels and HD channels. And of course, that's where you can even watch the La Liga, Serie A, Europa League, and also have more kids channels, movies, series, and dramas and novellas. And for the Compact, that's where you can even watch the Premier League, FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. So you pay 610, you are able to watch the Premier League. On 410, you pay 410 per month, you are able to watch the La Liga, Serie A, and Europa League. Then we have the Access, which is at 220 with 75 channels, 7 HD channels, and you are able to watch great movies on Africa Magic, Epic, and Mnet Movies, Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A games on SuperSport Football, great kids and education channels, local and international music. Only 220 kwacha per month. And we have the DSTV Lite with 27 channels going at 140 kwacha per month. And you'll be able to watch 27 channels, great local content, Edge of Your Seat drama series, unmissable soaps, kids entertainment, engaging lifestyle shows, and all the magic of film on Cinemagic. That is 140 kwacha per month. So DSTV bringing the burst when it comes to entertainment. And talking about the local entertainment, we have the TV, Prime TV, Power TV, and ZNBC 1 and 2. Parliament TV also is there. And talking about other channels that are exciting, we have the 10 Tamanga Street also. We have the Mpali, which starts in the next 3 minutes at 9 hours. If you missed last night's show, Mpali will be starting soon at 09 hours. And also at 14:30, if you missed the last night's episode. And we've got the podcast Extravaganza, which started on the 18th of August 2024, where you meet the dynamic duo of That Z podcasts on Zambezi Magic. And K Plus and Elson bring the That Z podcast Zambezi Magic mashup to live starting August 18th on Zambezi Magic. So they talk to various persons And of course, they are famous on YouTube now. They are on Zambezi Magic. In terms of sports, make sure that you get yourself that's the decoder and enjoy sports. We have a Super Sport where we air all sporting disciplines, football, rugby, name them, they are there. And if you are a fan of wrestling, we also have a dedicated channel showing wrestling 24/7. That's DSTV for you, so much more. Till tomorrow morning, this is where we wind up our DSTV multi-choice remote on the Breakfast Show. I'll be back on Friday, same time.
Well, we got it all. As for you, the Premier League, La Liga, the FA Cup, BREAKFAS, Serie A, the Europa League, and a whole lot more. Stay connected to DSTV Compact for only 610 kwacha per month and get all the football you want. DSTV Zambia, your home of entertainment.
This is KFM.
As a young driver, you're more likely to take a number of the deadliest risks on our roads, including speeding, overtaking blind, driving on drugs, and not belting up.
It's more than just radio. You yearn for great entertainment, and now it's here. On 95.5.
95.5. You are listening to KKS